Did you know that in Georgia, the way your home is handled in a divorce can look very different than any other states? And here's the thing, I'm not a legal expert. I don't hand out legal advice, but I am a local Atlanta real estate expert. I've walked alongside a lot of families going through a divorce, and I've seen firsthand how these decisions about the family home can impact couples both financially and emotionally. So today, I want to walk through what you need to know about divorce, real estate, right here in the state of Georgia, so you can move forward with a little more clarity and hopefully a little less stress. By the end of this video, you'll understand the basics of how divorce impacts your home in Georgia, the options you'll likely face, and how to make the best decision for your situation. First, let's talk about how Georgia looks at property in a divorce. Georgia is what's called an equitable distribution state. That means property is divided in a way that's considered fair, but not always 50-50. Here's what that means for the home. If the house was purchased during the marriage, it's usually considered a marital asset. Both spouses have a claim. Now, if one spouse owned the house before the marriage, that can complicate things. The original purchase might be a separate property, but any equity gained during the marriage may be considered marital and subject to division. For example, I've worked with a couple in Gwinnett County here in Georgia, where the husband bought a home a few years before they got married. During the marriage, the value of the home increased about $100,000. When they divorced, that increase in value became part of the discussion. So, what actually happens to the house during a divorce? There are usually three main paths couples take. Option one is sell the home and split the proceeds. This is the most straightforward path. The home goes on the market, it sells, and the proceeds are divided according to the divorce agreement. Option two, one spouse buys out the other. This usually means refinancing the mortgage into one person's name and paying the other spouse their share of the equity. Option three, co-own the home temporarily. This is less common, but sometimes couples choose to keep the house jointly for a period of time, maybe until the kids graduate or until the market conditions are better for selling. Each option has pros and cons. Selling can give a clean break, but it also means starting fresh. A buyout can give one spouse stability, but refinancing isn't always possible. Co-ownership can provide a short-term stability, but it can also create long-term complications. My advice, try to base the decision on financial reality, not just emotions. Your memories are valuable, but the bank, at the end of the day, only looks at numbers. So let's talk about the mortgage, because this is where I see a lot of confusion. If one spouse keeps the home, they usually need to refinance the mortgage into their own name. Why? Because as long as both names are on the mortgage, both people are financially responsible. Even if the divorce decree says one spouse is supposed to pay, if your name is still on the loan and the payment is missed, your credit is going to take a hit too. Think of it like co-signing your kids' car loan. If your name's on it, you're on the hook, whether you're still married or not. This is why it's so important to work with your attorney, lender, and real estate agent to figure out if keeping the home is financially possible or if selling is a better path. I also want to pause and talk about the emotional side of this. A house isn't just a financial asset. It's where birthdays were celebrated, where you tucked your kids into bed, where holidays were spent. It's personal. But when you're going through a divorce, you have to balance those emotions with the reality of your future. Sometimes holding on to the house feels comforting, but it might create a financial strain later on. Other times, selling and starting fresh can feel painful at first, but ultimately freeing. If kids are involved, stability matters, but so does modeling what it looks like to move forward in a healthy way. My role in this process is to be neutral. I'm not here to take sides. I'm here to help you make decisions that set both parties up for success. Working with professionals, this is where teamwork really matters. Your attorney is here to handle the legal division of the property. Your financial advisor can help you understand what's affordable and what's not. And as your real estate agent, my role is to value the property accurately, prepare it for sale if that's the decision, and walk you through each step of the transaction. Think of it like having your own team. Each professional plays a position so you don't drop the ball during any stressful time. Let me share a quick story. I worked with a couple in DeKalb County who couldn't agree on whether to sell their home. One spouse wanted to keep it for the kids' sake, while the other knew they couldn't afford the mortgage. Not long term, at least. So we sat down, looked at the numbers, and walked through the local market. Together with their attorney's guidance, they decided to sell. The home did sell quickly. They split the proceeds, and they were both able to purchase smaller homes that fit their new budgets. It wasn't easy, but it gave both of them a clear path forward. Just to recap, Georgia is an equitable distribution state, not automatic 50-50. Your options with the house usually include selling, buying, or temporary co-ownership. Refinancing matters if one person keeps the home, and while the emotion weight is real, the financial reality has to guide the decision. If you're facing divorce in Atlanta and wondering what to do with your home, I'd be honored to be a neutral resource for both of you. My information is down below, so please reach out to me if you have any questions. I'd love to schedule a time to talk with you. And if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe for more Atlanta real estate insights, and share this with someone who might need it. Thanks for watching and take care.